In this video, we are going to review the River Terrace Resort and Convention Center located at 240 River Road in downtown Gatlinburg, Tennessee. The River Terrace Resort is located just behind the Mountain Mall and right beside of the Ripley's Aquarium. It is very convenient to walk to downtown and numerous shopping and dining opportunities. So come along with us as we tell you about our stay at the River Terrace Resort and Convention Center. Okay, so here at the River Terrace in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, we are in room 5249. That is in the Hillcrest building. There are different buildings with different names. So let's just see what we got here. Never stayed here before. Oh, and they have this real pretty hostess to open the door for you when you knock on it.
Come on in.
So we're going to walk right in here, and first thing you come to is the bathroom there on your left. Now that sink has been there a while. That's kind of what we used to have when we got married. That metal around it right there.
Oh yeah.
The room looks very, very spacious and open. First thing I noticed is we have two beds, and we actually booked a king room. How'd you get that?
Well, remember I called yesterday about possibly getting a queen? I bet you she put it in the system. And
Oh, okay. Well, great. So right here, a nice little eating table. And little dresser for your clothes or whatever. Now they got a really good sized TV. That's a what, 50, probably a 55 inch maybe.
Maybe so.
And of course a little microwave, mini fridge. Those are, I'm going to assume, two queen size beds.
Yep. And they got a nice little outlet charging station.
Let's get a look at that.
It's got two things and then two USB things.
Oh yeah. All right, now we have a balcony, so let's see what kind of view we've got. All right, so step out here, and we actually have a little bit of a view. Yeah, see the Space Needle on Gatlinburg all lit up. So like that building down there is called the Mountain Retreat.
Yeah, they have different names. We're in
And we got one. Yeah, we're in Hillcrest. Then of course up there you can see a little bit of downtown below, and you can see Anakeesta at the top up there, that tower.
Looks like they got a bunch of lights.
Yeah.
They got nice little chairs for you to sit out here.
Alright, and got a nice little area to sit here, a little table, two chairs. So my first impression of staying here for the first time is I actually like it.
I like it. The room is very spacious. I like the wood floors.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, you can tell.
There's a lot of room right here.
Yeah, you can tell it's a little bit older. This is probably a little bit more of a budget part of the motel.
Well, this has been here a long
But
time.
it looks clean. Well, I mean, we'll tell at the end first if we find anything.
I'm all about a clean room. I don't care how fancy
But we're
it is.
up on the hill in the very back, so it's going to be more quiet here. So I think it's going to be a good stay. We're here for 3 nights.
I'm like, yeah, 3 nights. Reason we booked this room is because of the parade this weekend. The motel we've been staying in, it was already booked. This one had a vacancy, and we can walk to everything because we did not want to stay in Pigeon Forge and have to drive after that parade. Thousands of people going to be in town.
Yeah,
so we are just easy walking distance to the street.
It's got a good little closet area.
Yeah, it does.
Here hanging stuff.
An ironing board, iron.
So let me just show, this is the map that he gave me. So of course you check in here.
Okay.
Guest services. So we had to drive up the hill. So this is where we're at.
I actually kind of like that.
I do too. So
I
you
like
see
being
the
up here
different
kind of out of the way.
places. He said, excuse me, the pools are closed. I'm like, well, it's in the teens out there.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's pretty cold, so the pool's not going to be a big
And
factor.
then because we're in Gatlinburg, Smoky Mountains,
yeah,
you got some bear
well,
tips.
right now I'm starving. We're going to go eat. I will go over that later on in the video, but there are some bear-wise vacation tips. The businesses in Gatlinburg really need to step it up as far as making the town more
bear-proof.
Yeah, not leaving trash out on the streets at nighttime where bears come in town. But anyway, I'm glad they've got that. All right, so it's late now. I want to go ahead and show you a little bit of the office area here. at the River Terrace. Again, we've got a view of downtown Gatlinburg from here. And right here outside the office, got these candy canes. And I'm gonna walk inside. I haven't been in yet, but when she checked in, she said it was really nice inside of there. We got these blow-ups out here drinking hot chocolate. So here's the inside. Very warm in here. So we've got a couple of chairs right here. Nice table. Fireplace. Walk over here. If you play chess, you can come down here and play chess. I don't play chess. I don't know how to play chess. Got kind of a spiral stairway here. Very nice office area. I like that. I like those lights up there. Very pretty. Something you would kind of expect to see when you're in the Smoky Mountains. Alright. So we've got a computer work area down here. Very nice. Okay, it's daylight now, next morning. And like we were saying, there's different buildings here, part of the River Terrace. We're in the Hillcrest building right here. We're kind of up this hill, and there's another building there. Then another one right here. And I want to show y'all Mount LeConte this morning. We came across the Smokies last night. It had snowed here again Monday night. And they just got the road open back across the national park yesterday evening before we came. That was such a relief because we were going to have to go a lot further out of our way with I-40 being closed. The only other good way is the national park, and it had been closed. They opened it a couple hours before we left. But you can still barely see some of the snow that's left up on Mount LeConte. Again, we've hiked that mountain 3 times, and we actually have a video there from 3 years ago when we did the hike. Tough hike, nothing easy about that one, but very rewarding hike. And at the top there sits a lodge. Sorry, I'm zoomed up so much it's hard to hold it still. And that whole ridge is Mount LeConte there. It has several peaks on it. And one of those 2 tallest ones is called High Top. That's the peak at 6,593 feet. I think it's the one on the left here. I think that's High Top. And the lodge sits somewhere down right in there. And looking up at Anakeesta there, you can see the chairlift going up. Like I say, this place has been here for decades. We've known about it, been by it many times, just never have stayed here until now. And we did it because of the parade tonight, so we could actually just walk to it and not have to fight the traffic. It was a blessing to be able to get this room for what we did too. Okay, well, good evening. We actually want to do the closeout for the River Terrace Motel. We've been back for 3 days now. As I was putting the video together to post it, I realized we had not done a closeout. So we're going to have to dig way back in our memory about our stay this past weekend. No, it's not been that long. I know what our thoughts were on it. So the River Terrace Motel we stayed at, it's literally right behind the Mountain Mall in Gatlinburg, and right beside the Aquarium. So it's very easy walking distance to both of those and to downtown in general. So the reason we booked there is, some of y'all know the motel that we have stayed at for decades, even since our honeymoon, the Sleepy Bear Motel, is now closed and undergoing renovation and, from what we understand, new ownership. So we've not stayed there in over a year, and that's not our choice. We just haven't been able to. But it is a little bit out of town as well. So we started staying in town at another place. We tried to book there for the parade weekend. They were already full. So the lady told us, the lady we always talk to there told us that they booked up like a year.
Yeah, she said people book up a year in advance. I didn't know it was
For
the
the parade
weekend.
weekend,
And we
yeah.
didn't know that until she told me that.
Which it worked out because we got to bring you a video of the parade.
Yeah.
We were just really wanting to go to Gatlinburg. So I started looking online, not even sure if we were going to get anything. Did not want to stay in Pigeon Forge because we knew there would be thousands and thousands of people in town for the night of the parade. Did not want to have to try to fight that traffic and get back to a motel. We wanted something that we could just walk to the town and set up and watch the parade and then walk back. So I started looking online and found this place. I knew where it was. I knew where River Terrace was. It's right there on the road along the river. And I was shocked by the rate that we got. I want to say, what was it, right around 100 a night.
Well, the total for 3 nights was like $347.
Yeah, but that's with taxes and everything. So it's right around
a little over 100.
100 a night. Now, that's pretty cheap to be right in town anytime. Unless you go like in the off season, January or something. But to be during an event weekend, that was dirt cheap.
And we didn't find it through the River Terrace website. It was actually through, what was it, Hotels in America or America's Hotels. It was kind of like
I should have had that.
Off-site. So like when you look up something and you look at the different rates like booking.com or it's in that line.
List. Yeah, Hotels America maybe.
That might be it, something like that.
But anyway, got a really good rate on it. Now I'm always nervous about booking through a third party because I've heard horror stories about people who do that. Then when they arrive at the property, they don't have a reservation. So we called them after booking, made sure that everything was good to go, and it was. So when we got there, it's divided up into different rooms. The office is as you come in, you go under the little cover there, and the office is right there. And then there's, what, 4 buildings, maybe 5?
4 or 5 different separate buildings,
And they each have their own name, like Mountain View. We were in Hillcrest, I believe it was, or Hillcrest, I think.
Hillcrest is what I think.
So we, again, first time staying there, just really glad to get a room in town. So give us your impression of the place.
So I was one that actually went inside to check in. Very seamless, very nice. The lobby area is very nice. Our room was actually on the very top of the hill, but we were able to park and we could walk into town. It was just a steep walk going back to our room. But the room itself was very nice, very spacious. Didn't find any issues with cleanliness. I liked the balcony, and I even told him, I said it'd be nice, here if it was snowing and watching it fall in the town. That would be nice. The only thing I really thought was kind of a negative is the lighting.
Yeah.
That you had good lighting as you came in. The bathroom was well lit, but basically they had 2 of the little lamps on the wall between the 2 beds and then 1 in the corner. But on the other side of the room, like where the TV was and the table, there was no lights. So I think lighting could be something that, they could work on. I mean, you can tell it was like an older building, but, very well kept. Beds were comfortable, had no issues there. Can't really think of anything else. They did not have room service, I guess, unless you requested it. Some places.
Okay, now I thought you had to put the little thing on the door. So
I did it because I didn't know.
Okay, so not sure about that detail.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I enjoyed my stay.
All right. So overall, you would give it a positive.
I would.
Okay, and I would too. And I'm going to keep this pretty brief. I will say that for what we paid, I think it was an excellent value. I think that we had a very space. We've been in some rooms where it's, there's not much space between the foot of the bed and the furniture. This one here, you could have laid down a couple of times.
Yeah.
It was very spacious, and I like that. If you have to get up in the middle of the night for some reason, you don't want to, bust your knee on furniture or something like that. There was no danger of that here, or trip on something. There was just plenty of space, plenty of floor space. It had 2 queen beds. We actually had booked a 1-bed king room. We ended up with 2 queens, and which is fine with me. I actually prefer that, but I think we booked the king because of the rate, and we ended up getting queens. So,
yeah.
The beds I thought were super comfortable. I like a good firm mattress. This was, and I thought it was really, really a nice place in an excellent location. You can walk to the aquarium in under 5 minutes. You can walk to town in under 5 minutes. It's just easy access to park your car if you don't want to be driving around town and pay for parking. I don't know what their rates normally are, but I'm still kind of in awe as to what we got this for. And I was very happy with it. And I felt like the room was clean. I don't have to have a fancy room. I'm not like that. What I do want is a clean room. I don't like a room that's dirty. This one I felt was clean,
Yeah.
well kept. I don't have complaint number one. The building we were in, the parking was a little tight because when you pull up there, the spaces are slanted. We kind of like, especially when we're in our minivan, we kind of like to, which this time we weren't, but we like to back in our parking space at a motel because it's just easier to unload into the room. We were not able to do that just because when you pull up, it's so narrow back there and the spaces are slanted. You basically pull in, then you back out, and you go around the other side. It's like a circle.
They do have guest laundry there. I don't know if you ever did show that or not.
I did see it. I did not show it
They
in the
have
video.
that, and they do have a pool. Obviously, it was closed. It's December, so they've got some other amenities and things like that too.
And from our balcony, and this would vary depending on what building you're in, we had a view to the right of downtown Gatlinburg. We could see the Space Needle very clearly, as you saw. Straight ahead of us, there was another building that was on the property. And then to the left, we could see Anakeesta. Like she said, it would have been nice to have had that with it snowing. The balcony had a nice little area, 2 chairs and a little table.
Yeah.
To go out there and sit. It was way too cold to do that, though.
Yeah, and it actually has a light too, to where if you want to sit out there at night and read, you do have that option.
But in warmer weather, again, I don't know what their rates typically are, but this time they were one of the cheapest places in town. It was an event weekend, so I can see staying here again, to be honest with you. I really liked it. So that's my review of the River Terrace in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I think it was a great stay, personally. I wish we could have stayed longer. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe.
And find and follow us on Facebook.
And have a wonderful day.